to my computer. Right, so we are recording. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Cheryl. How are you doing?
I'm good. I like your new layout in your office. That looks nice.
Yes, I think so. I get to look at the camera straight on if I can figure out where it is on the screen, as opposed to constantly looking out of the window or appearing to. But yeah, I'm getting used to it. Not good
Good.
with change.
Baby steps.
How was
So,
your week? Tell me, I'm so excited to hear about the lion diet and how it's been going.
yeah, so the all beef diet continues, and it's going really well. My blood sugars have dropped quite a bit, and same with, oh, and I've increased my ketones. So that's quite interesting. Um, one thing that was interesting, I still have a bit of an issue with sleep, so I don't tend to sleep very, very soundly. And of course, we all know that sleeping is very important for your mental health and for recovery and for weight loss and for general health. So I had read, and actually I learned that a GABA supplement would might help with sleep disturbances. So about 3 or 4 days ago, I started, and then I found within a day of taking it that I was waking up hungry, and I was hungry between meals, which there really was no reason for because I was eating plenty of beef and plenty of fat. And then I think a day later it continued, and I thought, what is going on with me? And at one point, I even had like a quite a bit of a dizzy spell, still not making any sort of connection to this new supplement. And then yesterday, I was just ravenous all day, and I thought, what is this? So then, of course, I remembered that the only thing that had changed in a week was taking this supplement. And so yesterday, I didn't have it for at lunch and I didn't have it at dinner time. And this morning, I'm back to normal. I'm not waking up starving. And so I don't really know what the connection is there. I'm going to keep an eye on that. But it was just an interesting observation. I don't know if you know anything about GABA or.
Not a great deal. I do know it's one of the supplements that we often recommend to clients to experiment with, which is just what you've done,
Right.
really around sleep and improving your sleep position. And we're so used to people telling us take this and you're going to feel better, and not really having the self agency to test it on ourselves and actually work out because I remember last week you were describing feeling really well, really full, really
Yeah.
satiated around what you were eating. And I guess when one is as clear as that in terms of what you're ingesting and putting in your body, it's much easier to tell if additional supplements is actually improving or not really doing what you wanted to do in your body. And to have that clarity of insight to see that you were waking up ravenous and this was a changed symptom, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, well, and of course, and then I can talk to my clients about it too. So rather than just recommending it, for anxiety or for, peace and all of that, I can say be on the lookout for these particular symptoms. If you get dizzy or if you start to be hungry for no apparent reason, this might
Mhm.
be that's the reason. So
Yeah.
self-experimenting is always fascinating.
It is. And what I found on this whole experiment that we're both doing together is how powerful it is to have a sort of test buddy really around that, somebody who's fine that you can ask for help, or you can just speak out loud the concerns. Am I going crazy? Is this nuts that I'm experiencing this, or could it be? And
Right.
that gives us somehow the confidence to carry on with that side of the experimentation and the test, as opposed to throwing it all out with the bathwater and giving in to those cravings and doing something that we might actually regret. And my
Right.
dog's being really crazy. He's now dragged a cushion from the living room to come
Well,
and lie down and talk to us and join in the
oh,
conversation.
I see. Yeah, I can see the tail and I can see the corner of the cushion. Ah, he's
No,
sweet.
so
He's
he's
sweet.
nuts. So tell me about food noise and food chatter. One of the symptoms that I always had when I was headfirst in the food was this terrible no peace around food.
Right.
Um, constant like when am I going to get my next food? Where's the next meal coming from? How much calories do I need to burn off to actually have my next whatever? Is that happening for you on this diet?
No, not at all. So what I'm finding is by having just the one ingredient, well, the beef and fat and salt, it's it's made things very quiet because I don't have to think about what I'm having next. I don't have to make any decisions. I don't have to be creative in the kitchen. Like, I'm a foodie. I invent recipes. I love getting into the minutia of food. But pardon me. Excuse me. But I'm finding that by simplifying my meals, there's a lot less chatter in my brain. So making it just one specific food has improved that even more. So it's just peaceful. I'm not thinking about my next meal. I'm not thinking about the calories. I'm not thinking about the carbs. I'm not thinking about anything. It's just wonderful. I'm eating because I need nutrition, and that's the only reason for eating. The only thing that's popping up in my brain from time to time is, what's my exit strategy? Right. So how do I go because this is an experiment, and it's finite, you know, there's a start and an end to it. What do I do then? Well, how do I transition back to something a little bit more, I will say, balanced? Not that eating this way is out of balance, but, you know, reintroducing other foods, other meats. So I don't really know, but I know that you've been doing the sardine fast, and for some reason, that's really appealing to me as a step off of the all beef and going into just, you know, sardines and fatty fish for another in period of time. I'm not quite sure of my exit strategy, but the other part of that thought is, historically, when I've done something that's been, you know, considered restrictive, and I've come out the other side, there's this part of my brain that wants to celebrate. And, you know, back then, what do you celebrate with? So the thoughts of, well, I'm going to eat something that's off plan. And then, of course, off plan translates into treats, which I haven't had for a long time. But those thoughts are still there. And it's just amazing how the brain works. Like, my primitive brain says, you know, you've managed for a whole month. Why don't we, partners in crime here, go to the store and buy our favorite XYZ? And we'll have that. And then the next day, we will get back on track. So it's amazing. Anyway, so I observe that thought, those thoughts passing through. So having an exit strategy is going to be extremely important coming out of this. What about you? I mean, you're into what, day 10 like I am,
Yeah,
into
like you,
your
yeah, because
challenge?
we sort of made a commitment, didn't we, for September? I know other people doing sugar-free, but we got that one under our belt. So this time we thought we'd challenge ourselves to something different, and I opted for doing sardine September. Okay, so how am I doing with that? Like you, the food noise has just gone. My brain feels very peaceful. I feel very clear. I feel strong in my body, and I feel very focused. So that whatever's in the fish, and I don't know, what is it, protein, or it's oily fish, isn't it, sardines and stuff
Yeah.
like it's doing me good. You know, my husband might tell me, you're absolute, what are you doing? You're nuts. You are nuts, certifiably nuts. What are you doing just eating sardines? Don't think I'm just going to eat sardines and all the rest of it. But you know, it's like taking all the variety out and just sticking with one thing. And I don't think that's a problem for a month when my brain is feeling so well and my body is feeling so strong. So I get up at 6 a.m. in the morning and I'm practicing quite an intensive yoga practice, sets me up for the day. And I'm feeling able to get up at that time and actually move my body at that time in the morning. So I'm achieving things with sort of ease that I didn't think possible. That's after 10 days of consuming nothing but 5 tins of sardines every day. The belching has reduced. I'm no longer bringing up fishy oil burps, which was a bit disconcerting at the time. And my favourite variety is actually bone-in, skin-on, getting the full benefit, mashed up and reshaped into burgers, which I fry in the air fryer. And then what I've been doing actually is pouring out the oils and stuff that's on it and adding my own more more of a quality extra virgin olive oil onto the fish within that, because
Okay.
I'm not too sure about the oils that they're actually using, what sort of quality they are, but they're fine, and I do that, and I make a dressing. Sometimes I've been adding a tiny bit of apple cider vinegar just to give it a little bit of tartness around that, and I think that's probably helped with the digestion as well, for the sardines. But you know, they're going down okay. We're 10 days in, 20 days to go. But obviously, as with any recovery program, if I look at thinking I'm going to eat, oh my God, sardines for another 20 days, that's it. Up proverbial creek without said paddle. But okay, bring it back into reality where I am now. My next meal will be sardines. That's fine. I'm good with that. I can move forward with that. I can live with that. So that's the way to play it. But what I observe is the same as you. It's exit strategy. And that fucking red dog thought that says, oh, you worked so hard. You deserve something. We've worked so hard, you know, we've done it. We've managed to not eat anything, just eat, forgetting all the positive benefits, all the blue side of benefits. Maybe I need to do a list of what they actually are, write it down on paper, like a red dog, blue dog journal that our mentor Bitten Johnson always advocates, just to highlight what the positives are, because that red dog thought is really niggly, and it's around a sense of restriction. And I need to unpack that a little bit. Do you find anything around restriction about that, why that thought's coming to you?
Yeah, probably, just residual things from my past, when I've dieted and lost 20 pounds, the first thing I did was celebrate. So, I restricted, I was an angel, I was perfect, and then time to celebrate, and you get back into your Cadbury chocolates and all of that. And then the 20 pounds that you lost are back, and then some. So now, next project, restrict some more. Now I have 25 pounds to lose and all of that. But it's always been that desire to celebrate. But it's like you've mentioned it before, when you are restricting, there's the sense of this coil being tightened and tightened and tightened. And so that when you are done with your restriction, it explodes.
Explodes in a very messy way. Yes, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think, yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just think that there's a dialogue to be had with myself around the fact I'm not restricting. Restriction for me is under eating, and yet I'm mapping 5 tins worth of sardines with the additional oil that I'm adding to it, with the hot drink I add MCT oil and butter to during the day, and I am not under eating. And calorie wise, there is no calorie deficit around my total daily energy expenditure. I'm eating up to the margin, so there is no restriction in terms of what I would traditionally count as being a restriction. The restriction, I guess, is in terms of variety and choice. So this is a very different experience. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was thinking as well. So in this case, we are not restricting any sort of nutritional value, what keeps us going, what makes us feel so good. But I think in the traditional dieting and restricting world, you are hungry between meals. Your brain wants nutrition, so you are not in a healthy place spiritually, mentally, physically. Where what we're doing, with the right amount of proteins, the right amount of fat, and not restricting calorically, there's no discomfort. We are not white knuckling through this. I mean, sure, we're doing this one day at a time, because if we look at the big picture, like you said, that's a lot of sardines. But one day at a time makes it doable and palatable. So yeah, I think it's a big difference. So it's not restrictive in the traditional sense, or the yeah, it's not the same.
It isn't the same, and I think that's, I said, did I say at the beginning? I don't know. I don't do try. We're pushing through to a different level of experience. This is new to me. I
And
have been a chronic restrictor all my life. You know, there's my response to any situation would be to take back control by restricting what I was actually ingesting, and obviously that caused more problems in the longer term. So to be this lavish, almost it feels, or abundant around my food, to be eating abundant oil, to be eating abundant fish, to be eating right up to my daily expenditure, and feel satiated, feel calm, I don't feel hungry, I'm not experiencing cravings, is actually almost uncomfortable, because you know, there's a gap where there's always like a gap where all that experience is no longer there. I have total peace around that, and yet it's not peaceful because these intrusive thoughts keep,
Yeah.
you know, about, I say intrusive, it's just there, it's just present. So I do think you're right that the key to this is having some sort of exit strategy. And I love the fact that you're thinking of going across to having sardines, or trying the proverbial 3-day sardine fast or whatever. My inclination is to bring in the meats again, or even, you know, different types of fish, because I seem to do really well on fish and good natural fats. That seems to be a really good combination for me. But add in some meats that I've been missing, just to bring up that variety of taste, but just be steady away with it, not go absolutely mental, and to lose this idea, you know, what is it? Why am I doing this? What is it that I want off the back of this? You know, what is my why for doing this? Well, I think very much it was an experiment. I had lost my way a little over summer. It had been difficult. I'd had moments of relapse and stuff, and had been finding it difficult to get back on track. And I just wanted a way of eating that was very simple, but would give me, you know, would not be under eating, would not be undernourishing, but would be giving me everything that I need for the most healthful fuel mix for my body, and just to see how I felt as a consequence of that, because I think I'd forgotten how it is to feel at peace around keto and this way of eating. So remembering your why, I think, is key to this, and you know, will need to be restated over and over again, particularly at that transition point. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. Knowing your why going into something like this is extremely important, and then revisiting your why during your experiment. And definitely at the end, why did I do this in the first place? Okay, these are my values. You know, this is what I was trying to maintain, and that is, you know, being honest with myself and being honest with others, honoring my mental health and my physical health. Also, I'm doing this experiment because I want to speak honestly with my clients about what it's like to do this, so that I can be a voice of authority, and that people can trust me with this information. Um, you know, so coming out of this experiment, if I do everything against against the purpose of doing the experiment in the first place, then I'm hurting, I'm disappointing myself, because I'm I'm bashing my values. You know, I said I was doing one thing and now I'm doing something else. And I can't do that. I can't look at my clients in the face uh, and be honest. It'll show. I'll know.
I know,
I'm
and
sure.
that, you know, that's part, I think, of this movement into recovery, that we start to live to a more principled life, where we've got
Mhm.
commitments that we want to live up to, or values or standards that become important to us. You know, almost there comes a pivot point, doesn't it, where you get to make that choice. I think there's a Australian coach, Tracy McBeath, she talks a lot about this, a choice point.
Yes.
Are you going to follow the road that takes you away from your recovery, or stick with the one that's going to take you further down the path of recovery?
Right.
Within that, and I suspect some of that thought process is going to come into it. You know, I'm going to need to sit down and journal about it. I think I'm going to need to make my lists and figure out why, especially as it comes towards that transition point, because it's like a danger point, a red flag point. But you know, regardless of all that, for the first time in my life, I'm eating how much I need to be eating. I'm still losing weight. I'm feeling
Right.
good. I'm feeling strong. Um, it seems very counterintuitive, but it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's doing what it needs to do. So trust that, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll carry on. And this is, I guess we're going into our second week. Yeah,
We are.
10 days now. Yes, yes, yes. I think it's about 10 days.
It's definitely 10 days in, so we'll be fine. I've got my sardines lined up on the counter, and I know what order. And if I want to jazz it up a bit, I might put a bit of hot sauce in for a bit of variety. You
I
can't beat
have,
Frank's.
right. I've been pre-shopping for my sardine exit. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of sardines. So I don't even know. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. There was a time that the mere idea of opening a tin of sardines had me running, screaming the other way. But after doing a sardine fast a few weeks ago for 3 days, it was quite palatable. And by the second or third day, it actually is quite tasty. But my favorites, unlike you, I have to have them skinless and boneless.
Oh, yeah.
I have a thing about the little bones in there. And I have butter with mine, cold hard butter
Mhm.
and hot sauce
Oh.
and that and salt and pepper. And that's what
I haven't
makes
tried
them.
that one.
It's
So
really
when
good.
you have them like that, do you heat them up? Are you having cold
No,
butter?
no, just the cold sardines drained. And then I have cold,
That's
really cold chunks of butter.
hardcore. That is hardcore, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Can I do that? I don't know. That's a
Well,
challenge and a half, isn't it?
the,
Might
the
try that.
hard butter kind of tastes like cheese. It tastes cheesy. I have not that fish and cheese or whatever. It gets me through.
It's
Oh dear.
actually it's great fun, and the ability to report back to clients to make suggestions around that. Actually, try eating sardines for 3 days and see if that just resets you when you're off. It's a different way of being. Do not enter this though, and this is the honest truth, as a restriction or a punishment for having overeaten. That's not the way to use this. This is just a way to bump up your recovery, I think.
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good point. This is not a tool for or a punishment for having fallen off the wagon.
Mm.
It's just more, it's for me, I think it's better than taking a medication because once you are into this zone, there is so much peace, there is so much calm. It's just amazing.
I
So,
think it's like strapping on a booster pack and supercharging your recovery, and to
mhm.
include some kind of fast or fat fast or sardine fast every now and then within a steady food
Yeah,
program that you have, I think is a really powerful way of just, raising your game a
yeah,
little.
yeah, I agree. I agree. So there you go. That's our little update for our
Awesome. Look
experiment.
forward to hearing more next week.
Yes, yes, me too. So I have been reading a fabulous book, and I don't know if you've probably read this, Brain Energy by Christopher Palmer.
Yes,
Yeah.
but tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, I haven't read the whole thing, so but what I can say is that it's written in such a consumable way. It's making um I mean, anytime a doctor talks about the brain, it seems to be a little bit dry and there's a lot of big words that I have to look up.
Mhm.
uh, but he makes it very easy to understand. And I love the way that he writes. Um, Having not read the whole book, I just want to pull out a paragraph, if I may, to give you an idea of how he writes and anyways, it's really resonating with me. But at one point, he talks about doctors and when they talk to people about changing their health behaviors, for instance, eating less or exercising more, doctors are often get answers like from their patients saying, "Well, it's too hard," or "I don't have enough energy." And these doctors are almost always met like the answers that the patients are giving are often strongly met with disapproval and judgment. And he says, that the doctors are viewing these answers as excuses for laziness or signs of not taking the issue seriously enough, or even a lack of discipline. But, and this is where I'll start reading, but is it possible that instead of being excuses, answers like it's too hard and I don't have enough energy, are actually clues giving us important information. Could inertia and lack of motivation be symptoms of a metabolic problem? Is it possible that these people literally don't have enough energy? So he goes on and he says, as it turns out, it's not just possible, there's an abundance of evidence that it's true. You see, metabolism involves the production of energy inside cells. And as you'll see in the coming chapters, people who have metabolic or mental illnesses have been found to have deficits in energy production inside their cells. These people are telling the truth. They really don't have enough energy. It's not a motivational problem, it's a metabolic one. So he's talking about not just, physical health, but mental health. And I just think, wow, that really gives, I don't know, I'm reading that and I'm thinking there's so much hope. Anyways, I'm looking forward to finishing the book.
I think that's a terrific point, actually. I often hear that, and there's something around meeting a client where they are at. I mean, how dismissive of the medical community to not listen to a client who's telling you, I'm exhausted, it's too hard, I can't do it. And then quite radical to view this as actually symptoms of a metabolic disease. I think that's very empowering for both, really, for the client, for the patient, for the client, and also for the doctor to see that and to be able to recognize that and do something about that. And I think that's why you and I both know that the starting point, the entry point for the work we do is around biochemical repair and what we can do to boost the energy. Look at mitochondria, look at everything that we can do to boost the energy within that, to give people the hope and the motivation and the ability, the physical ability to make a change in their life. So yes, I think it's a great book, and I think the point that you've pulled out actually really gets to the heart of the matter.
Definitely, definitely. So much judgment, you know.
It
Yeah,
is, and it's the same from this question of moderation, which is slightly off point, but people consistently pushing at us. You should be able
yeah,
to moderate and be able to moderate your intake and what you actually. That kind of rhetoric comes from people who've never experienced what it's like to struggle with the disease. So in
right.
your instance, it's people who is struggling with metabolic syndrome and everything that really flows from that. Or it's the piece of the addiction and the disease of addiction and moderation and how that impacts that. And it's all going off around here, banging on the door and telephones going. I don't know if you can
Can't
hear.
hear anything. I can't hear anything. So it's all good. I actually, to your point, I'm from time to time I visit a support group for people with alcohol and substance abuse because of my past with alcohol. And one of the pieces of advice that I hear from group members, so an example is a particular lady who had been sober for 3 weeks, and had been trying to lose weight, was now back into eating sugar and carbohydrates, but at least she wasn't drinking. And other members were saying, forget your diet, just enjoy the cake, eat the chocolates. And all of these people were telling her it was okay to do that, not understanding that what she was doing was replacing the alcohol addiction with something new. And that would be a full-blown food addiction,
That's right.
you know?
Continue to poke the bear. And
And
that's the problem, isn't it?
absolutely. Yeah. But it's just switching one addiction for another. I mean, would they tell her to, well, don't worry, just go and gamble for a couple of weeks and see what happens, just and the next thing you know, she's addicted to gambling or shopping or sex or whatever.
Well, we laugh,
So
but that you need that level of awareness to that you're vulnerable to actually doing that. I mean, for me, you whack one of these addictions on the head and another one pops up. For me, it was like Netflix and screens, and I'm sure I've said this before. Crazy hours spent exploring calf hoof shaving with a, you know. I have a friend who focuses on dog operations, which and but that is the way my brain works. It lights up with things that stimulate it, and obviously on Facebook and things like that, it knows exactly what lights to and what bells and what levers and what switches to pull with their algorithms that's going to actually have that effect on my brain. Same in the food industry, who know exactly what concoctions to prepare that's going to have that impact on my brain. which is
Right.
a susceptible brain. You know, not everybody has a brain like ours that is
Right.
susceptible to addiction. But when we
Exactly.
have a history of addiction in the family, and also, you know, the current environment that we live in, the sort of obesogenic environment where there's food on every street corner, there's food on everything on TV, where if you have that type of brain, there's a kind of inevitability to it that, you know, given the right conditions, you're going to end up with the same disease.
Right. So, yeah, absolutely. I hear you.
Rant over. Well, you went for a very physical, biological book, which is great. I've gone the other end of the spectrum, and I've picked up this book, which is I've been reading at the moment. It's got all my notes and silly things in it, but it's called Falling Upward, and it's by Richard Rohr, who I adore. He is, to me, he's like a modern day mystic, and he just, the way he writes just really touches me deeply on a spiritual level. The one thing I know about a recovery program is that it has to touch all the bases. A four-legged stool, biopsychosocial and spiritual. You need all those elements to create a recovery program. You know, it's not just about the abstinence. It has to touch on all these parts to really push you forward and propel you into a life that's worth living. So he is talking very much about a spirituality for the two halves of life, that now I feel very much I'm in the second half of my life. And he talks about how the first half of life, we're busy creating this container. It's almost like an external shell, a mask, a way of being that we present to the world.
Yep.
And then there comes to a point in life that we transition into the second half of life, and we spend most of the time trying to break out of that shell, break out of that container, and express our authentic self and live from that point. And he's just taking a real in-depth study around that and exploring what it means to be in the second half of life. And I just think it's kind of expanding, you know, consciousness for me, what he's writing. And I'm really, really enjoying it. It's got a great forward by Brené Brown as well, whose work I also enjoy. She's written
Yes.
too. But I really, really want to recommend that to folks who are interested in exploring that, you know, spirituality in the second half of life.
Yeah. And so he talks about, you mentioned authenticity.
Mm.
And I think in recovery, being authentic, becoming authentic is such a huge step, because when you're in the addiction, there's nothing authentic about you. You're not who you really are. And so authenticity, I think, is very, very important.
I think also,
Developing
you know, I've heard addiction referred to as the disease of the lost self.
it.
And that really resonates with me in terms of the disconnection and how disconnected we can feel from who we really are when we're at first in the disease, where we have symptoms of hiding and lying and sneaking and all the manipulation that goes through that isn't us, that is
Right.
symptoms of the disease of addiction.
Right.
You know, around that. My dog's going mental. You're going to have to excuse me for a second if I just put
Sure.
you on.
I'll pause. I'll pause the
Sorry,
recording for a second. No, that's okay.
I'm back.
There.
We're laughing because I've just had to go and let the dog out because he was just creating a bit of a disturbance, which is fine. But you know, I think those are two great book recommendations, and I'd love to include more of those book recommendations actually when we do more of these shows, because I think they're good fun.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I had a lot of others, but as you can see,
Well,
like
yes, we've
you,
got a lot to go at.
pick one. Which one do you want to talk about?
uh,
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So on that note, who do you think has influenced you the most on your recovery so far? I'm just hitting you out of nowhere with
You are hitting
this.
me out of nowhere. Well, I'd have to start with my mentor, Bitten Johnson. She's absolutely forthright in her conviction around sugar addiction. And that has helped me really understand and get to grips with the issues that I have had. So she will be number one on my list. In spiritual terms, definitely Richard Rohr. In the sort of psychology, the sort of that sort of thing, I think it would have to be Dr. Paul Early.
Oh, yes.
And the work that he's done. He's president of the American Society of Addiction Medicine. He's such an interesting guy. I heard him speak at a conference in Bristol. I thought he was absolutely phenomenal. And his books have really, really helped me understand the voice of the addict brain and the recovery mindset, which has been really key to my own recovery journey. I also couldn't not mention, in terms of books, someone like Joan Ifland and her processed food addiction book, which is just the most comprehensive reference book. I mean, it's so thick, and I read the whole thing, but it is so jam-packed with references that anybody who comes at me, when I'm and says, no, sugar's not a drug, or no, it's not a real food addiction, we just say, hang on a minute, flip through the pages, and you can come up with hundreds of references and scientific papers which actually explain the position. So there's 3 that I'm going to throw out, but of course I'm going to bounce it back to you as a question.
So, at the risk of mimicking what you said, I too have been highly influenced by Whitton Johnson, our mentor. For me, it happened, I think, about 3 years ago. At the time, I did not believe in food addiction. But I was I was 2 years out of drinking alcohol, and I was replacing the alcohol with food, which was very weird for me. And eventually I started to eat the way that I used to drink, which was very upsetting. But I was watching things on the internet, on Google, and food addiction kept coming up, and there's no such thing. How can you be addicted to food? And then I came across a video on Diet Doctor, the website.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a whole bunch of videos, and here was Bitten Johnson. And I thought, oh, all right, I'll watch a video. What could it hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think within 5 minutes of her talking about food addiction, I was watching her video. I was sobbing. And I thought, that's me. She's talking about me. So I just decided I would find her and contact her. And I actually emailed her, and she responded. And we had a brief chat, and she told me that she knew exactly what I was talking about. The same thing had happened to her. And then she put me in touch with a counselor. And then, I went and I got the help that I needed. So for me, she was a huge game changer as it pertains to food addiction. Another influencer in my life was Dr. Atkins, because I've been a low carber for many, many years, and he helped me quit sugar. Of course, I've had relapses all through these years, but he made me understand the importance, made me understand carbohydrates, made me understand the role of sugar in a diet and how damaging it is, not just for a person's outward appearance by their weight or how much fat they have, but the whole mind-body connection. So I really appreciate what Dr. Atkins' legacy. And the other very influential person is Georgia Ede. She's written a book, which I'll definitely want to talk about. You and I can probably discuss that book, because the book is called Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind, because the mental illness is so misunderstood and so prevalent and judged so harshly. But when you listen to Georgia Ede or you read her book, when you understand the importance of nutrition, she's just done a wonderful service by writing this book. I think all doctors should read this book. I think everybody should read this book.
I think I'd have to agree with you there. We have such problems in the UK with the NHS and access to mental health services. If people read this book and understood, okay, try this. What have you got to lose? You
Right.
know, you're really struggling. And have people who can support people trying this way of eating. You know, I have done the training. I do know, you know, around this and using the ketogenic diet to help with mental health problems. I've trained with Georgia Eady. The thing is, it's simple. Not easy always, but it's simple, and it's a way of approaching that's free, that can have really profound results, and surely it's worth trying if you can't access any other help for you at this stage from the NHS service. You know, why
Right.
wouldn't we try that? I don't know. I don't understand it.
Exactly. Well, there's this closed mindedness around eating a ketogenic, low carbohydrate or carbohydrate controlled diet. It seems people have this preconceived notion that it's very restrictive and that it's not well balanced, when in fact it is extremely well balanced and extremely healthy and extremely helpful.
I think what's curious is to turn the question around and ask who benefits if we can moderate from our eating. You know, we're not cutting out chunks of the food industry where it's highly profitable. You
Right.
know, they're saying you can still eat this food, you know, you can still eat this ultra processed food, just moderate, you know.
Moderate.
Um, but that's what people fail to understand is moderation is just not possible for somebody who has the disease of addiction. The only way that you're going to pass through this is to be able to walk on by.
Right.
I
Right.
feel a song coming on.
I do walk on by.
But
Are you one of those people that breaks into song when you're in a conversation?
sadly, yes.
Me too.
But and also the funny thing is when you wake up and there's a song playing in your head and a tune, you should really pay attention to that because that's telling you something. You know, that's
Right.
important information that's coming through, which is funny. But
Oh my
yeah,
goodness. There's
it's all
never a
good
dull
stuff.
moment with you. There's never a dull moment.
Nor with you, and even more so, I'm doing my talk this evening at the public library, which should be fun. I'm hoping to
Yes.
encourage people to come, and I'm doing a spot of public speaking, which is going to be great fun, and to see what comes from that. The further we go into recovery, the more I feel just a desire to give back. My life has changed 360 degrees,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
180, or could it be
I,
90? I'm a bit dyslexic around maths, but I think it's no, you know, I don't recognize that woman that I used to be. I know she's part of me, and I know I could go back there, and the pain recedes over time. But this life in recovery, you know, I don't forget, but we keep moving forward, you know.
yeah, having a purposeful life is very important. Yeah, like you, it's changed my life.
Mm.
Helping others, there's nothing that fuels you more than that.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I'd agree 100%. With or without beef and sardines.
Yes.
All
Moo,
right,
moo, moo,
friend.
moo.
We will be back next week
You
for
bet.
on your recovery matters, because it
Your
does very
recovery
much.
does matter. Yes, your
And we will
recovery
be
matters.
looking at how you're doing with your diet onto week
Yep.
3.
Yep.
Any notes or anything that's actually cropped up around that. We'll be considering exit strategies again, because I think we might be a little bit nearer to coming up to some decisions around that. Another couple
Definitely.
of book recommendations and
Yeah.
report back on how our week's been.
Sounds good. Because I can't wait to hear about your talk.
I know, looking forward to it. I'll
It'll
be
be
in touch.
fun.
Take
Wish I
care.
was
I'll talk
there.
to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
We'll see you next week. Bye. And we will stop recording. Are you sure you want to stop recording? Oops. And the cloud recording is ready.